Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakadash, and double honors to the elders, great millstone, where I learned from, and also to the Holy Elect that is scattered abroad. I'd like to say shalom, and come back here today with another great and powerful lesson through spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And the type of day lesson is, the game is almost over. So I'd like to say shalom to all our listeners learn. Hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So, been hearing a lot of rumors about a grid shutdown, meaning that the internet, your cell phone won't work. You won't be able to go to a ATM, really basically you would not be able to do pretty much nothing. They were saying 10 days of darkness. And everybody, I heard a lot of different things on TikTok, reading a couple of different articles about this global reset. So, it's getting ready to come into play. And everybody's there. We constantly warning you, sighing and crying left and right. And also, the famine of the world is fast approaching. And everybody's there. Either you were here or either you were forbear. And everybody's there, at this particular time, the game is almost over. And the great day of the Lord is fast approaching. You're hearing rumors of war, earthquakes in diverse places. All these strange weather patterns, storms all across the world. And that is about the Lord is constantly visiting the earth that he created. And we constantly warning you left and right. We are very close. It is at the door. And that is about Jacob's trouble is right upon us. And that is about the RFD microchip, which in fact in the mark of the beast, it is here. So a lot of people are going to line up like clockwork. And that is about that, and a lot of people will be deceived. We constantly warning you left and right. Warning before destruction. So the title of the day's lesson, once again, is the game is almost over. So it's going to be a very short lesson. We're going to start up in 2nd Ezra chapter 5. 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. And it reads, nevertheless, as the coming of the tokens, or the coming signs, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So that is about it, that, we constantly warning you left and right. All of a sudden, and that is about a great multitude is kindled around us. And that is about, they constantly plotting, they constantly planning this new world order. And that is about it. We constantly telling you that, AKA Babylon the Great, America will be invaded with UN truth, peacekeeping truth. And that is about it, that, we constantly we're not ignorant of Satan's device. We telling you this left and right. They're getting ready to reset everything. Everything is getting ready to go digital, a digital society. And that is about it. You will have to make a decision. That is about it. It's getting ready to be a global event. And that is about it. Great tribulation, great death and destruction. We are at the beginning of sorrow. And that is about it. The game is almost over. Our salvation is very close than we yet believe. So now, let's start back up. 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So that everybody, you seeing a love of men is constantly waxing cold. A lot of people will betray one another, will turn on one another. A lot of people are walking with covenants, a lot of self gain, a lot of different things that's displeasing to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So a lot of people will betray one another. Great persecution, great death is coming upon us. FEMA camps, unrighteous decrees, which in fact, martial law, all these different things are getting ready to come into play, because it's going right into the new world order. Now about it. We're constantly warning you left and right. The game is almost over. Now about it. The devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. And that's about, we constantly warning you left and right. We are here any day now, all of a sudden, in thy security. You know what I'm saying? When you thinking that everything is lovely right now, it's sun shining right, and clear skies. All of a sudden, it can be gloominess and darkness. All chaos is getting ready to break loose. All hell is getting ready to break loose. And we constantly warning you left and right. And once again, you keep talking about this grid is going down, resetting everything. They're saying that the dollar is no more good. We constantly warning you left and right. The men of the Lord, they're out in the highways and byways. They're making these videos each and every day. And that's about it. The Lord is getting ready to pull this truth out of this world. And also, he's getting ready to bring that recompense and judgment. It's getting ready to come. And then it will be no more talk. The Lord is getting ready to show up and show out. So the game is almost over. So now, let's go to just a quick lesson, just a few little scriptures out here. Let's go get a quick precept. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 5. A very quick lesson. And I hope that you get edified by the lesson today. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. And it reads, For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, which in fact is now, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Let's read that again. 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time, which is now, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So a lot of people are walking in great pride, think about themselves all the time, not thinking about Yahweh, about Shem Yahweh, thinking about their possession, thinking about their money, drinking and being married, as of the days of old, as of the days of right now. And that about is that, the game is almost over. And a lot of people are constantly playing game, still are scoffing and mocking, still don't believe, still don't know who they are, still talking about white man Jesus, still in these tradition of men, these false doctrines. And that about it would only lead to your great death and destruction before you. And that about two-thirds therein shall be cut off and die. And that about it, we're constantly warning you left and right, even though that we are sounding like a broken record, but the game is almost over. The Lord is getting ready to close the mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying? And that about is that he's getting ready to bring that righteous judgment. And that about that, we seeing that everything is set into motion. We seeing that this devil is getting ready to try to set up this new world order, but the Lord said he will not be able to perform his enterprise. So a great misery is getting ready to come upon a lot of people that don't have faith, a lot of people that are not believing, are still to this day, still are scoffing and mock. And that about it's getting ready to be a thing of the end, because the Lord is getting ready to set up that righteous kingdom forever and forever. So rejoice ye heaven. So now let's go to our last and final script. Let's go to 2 Ezra, just in the book of 2 Ezra today. 2 Ezra chapter 6, one moment. 2 Ezra chapter 6, and we'll start up at verse 18. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 18. And it reads, and it is said, behold, the day come that I will begin to draw nigh or near to visit them that dwell upon the earth. So that everybody, that the Lord is visiting the earth that he created. He's pouring out his spirit on all flesh. And everybody's there. He's constantly warning through all flesh. And everybody's there. You're seeing that a lot of people having vision and dreams about the end time. They keep talking about great death and destruction upon America. Keep talking about the dollars getting ready to crash. A lot of different perilous time that people are talking about now. And that is about because the Lord is pouring out his spirit, and also he's visiting the earth because he is very near, seeing all these UFO sites all across the world. And that is about a lot of people are becoming fearful. You know what I'm saying? That about great fear is falling upon the heathen nation, also the 2/3. And that about that, we constantly warning you left and right. The Lord is drawing nearer and nearer, because that is about we are right upon that great and glorious return of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. We are ready to get back in our first state and get out of this wicked kingdom. We're ready for this place to be destroyed. So the game is almost over. We are almost home. Almost home. So now, let's start back up. Let's go to let's drop down to verse, one moment. Let's drop down to let's start back up at verse 19. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 19. And we'll begin to make inquisition to them that they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. Let's read that again. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 19. And we'll begin to make inquisition to them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. So we are right at the end of all our affliction. And that's about it. The Lord is getting ready to set everything back into order. And we constantly warning you left and right. So the Lord is getting ready to bring that righteous kingdom into play. And that's about all this deceivingness, all this lying, and all this things that is displeasing to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. It's getting ready to cease. And that's about it. That you seeing that all these Bible prophets are constantly jumping off the page, talking about the new world order, this global reset, talking about the RFD microchip, talking about World War III. All these things are coming into play. Talking about a great time of trouble that we have never seen before. Jacob's trouble is right upon us, the beginning of sorrow. And also this gospel has been preached throughout the entire world. And that about we are here. The common tokens, the signs of the time, they are here. So it's time to measure the time diligently in itself, because that is about we are here. The latter time, we are here. We are at the end. So Esau is the end of this earth, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow, which in fact is the kingdom of heaven. So now let's drop down to 2 Ezra chapter 6 And let's drop down to verse 24. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit, and hoping that you get edified by the lesson today. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 24. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 24. And it reads, it said, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So that about that, you seeing a lot of people waxing very cold. A lot of people are becoming enemies towards one another. You know what I'm saying? Brothers against brother and sister against another. You know, father and son, mother and daughter. So a lot of different things. The Lord is constantly putting each person in opposition against one another. And that about it, the nation is divided. They cannot stand. And that about it, the Spirit of the Lord is moving through the earth. And that about it, that, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of things is happening. You know what I'm saying? This C-19 has happened. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people was indoors for a while. And that about the vibration of the earth is changing. This earth is constantly fading away. It's constantly decaying. And that about it, this place is constantly being broke down through the foundation. And that about through the mouthpiece of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, this gospel has been preached. Then shall the end come. And that about it, you know, seeing that a lot of people are constantly being unbelieving. You know what I'm saying? Wickedness has exceeded, polluted the entire world. And that about it, the Lord is getting ready to cleanse this place with that fervent heat. And we constantly warn you left and right. So a lot of people will be persecuted. A lot of people are getting ready to die in a great number. And that is about it. We're constantly warning, either you hear or either you will forbear. So now we'll start back up. One moment. In 2 Ezra chapter 6, we'll start back up at verse 25. So whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world, the elect, the house of David. Verse 26, and it reads, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the hearts of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. So that's talking about the ones that, you know, that see the Lord, you know, coming in the cloud with great glory, you know what I'm saying? You know, that won't taste death, you know what I'm saying? Which in fact, it's the elect. So it's certain men walking around this earth, and certain women and children that's walking around on this earth right now will not taste death until the Lord return. And that's about it. They will be changed into another meaning. That meaning to those new bodies, those supernatural bodies, you know, Superman, you know, the gods of this earth, you know what I'm saying? They'll get put back in their first estate. That's what we're waiting on. You know, immortality, spiritual power. We cannot wait. So a lot of people are going to see that great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? The elect, and that about that. We cannot wait. So you're seeing all these different things that's going on in the world. You know, this world is constantly decaying. It's constantly fading away. And that's about the game is almost over. We are almost here. The great day of the Lord is fastly approaching. And we're constantly warning you left and right. And that about that, you know, we seeing all these different things coming to pass left and right. Every time when you turn your TV on, something this happening, that is happening. You know, it's just like a domino effect. The Lord is getting very close, and that is about He's constantly moving through the earth, and the Spirit of the Lord is constantly working each and every day. And that is about we cannot wait, but we are getting very excited. So a lot of people, you know, which in fact is the elect, the house of David, you know what I'm saying, hoping that I'm a part of that number, will not taste death. And that is about it. You know, they'll see the chariots coming, and that is about it. You know, we get beamed up, but oh man, that'd be glorious. You know what I'm saying? Woo, we cannot wait. You know what I'm saying? And that is about it. That, you know, that's what we're waiting on. We hasten His great and glorious return. Don't mean to be rampant. So now let's go back to 2 Ezra chapter 6. We'll start back up one moment at let's read verse 26 again. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death, and who was received, the elect, from their birth, and the hearts of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. That's talking about immortality, spiritual power. So that everybody, you know, the getting ready to take this flesh off. You know, flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. And everybody, you know, we will be changed. You know what I'm saying? At the last trumpet, we cannot wait. Woo! And the Lord said, "Come up hither." Woo! We cannot wait. So that's, man, we win some exciting time, and also win some dark perilous time. But that is about we're ready. We do not fear anything. All we must do is trust and believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So now let's go to Second Ezra chapter 6, and we'll start back up at verse 27. And it reads, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. So that everybody that, all this deceiving, all this wickedness is getting ready to be put out and quenched. And everybody, the Lord is getting ready to set up that righteous kingdom. We cannot wait. He's getting ready to reset everything. He's getting ready to turn this upside kingdom right side back up, this land of confusion. He's getting ready to cleanse this place. So now, let's start back up. And we'll read that again, 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Verse 28, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So that everybody, that the truth is being declared throughout the entire world. The Lord said, once this truth go out through the four corners of the earth, then shall the end come. And everybody, that we're declaring the end right now. Asking the Lord to get us out of this wicked kingdom. We are ready to go. We're ready for Babylon the Great to be totally destroyed. And everybody, because we knowing that we'll be in our final rest. Immortality, spiritual power over the elements. And everybody, we'll have power over the nation also. We will rule with a rod of iron. The game is almost over for the heathen nation. Also, the two-thirds, the one is constantly playing games. And everybody, that will be no more talking when Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, when he returned. And everybody, warning before destruction. And we constantly warning you left and right. The trumpet had been blown. And everybody, our people are still playing games. And everybody, we are almost here. It is almost there. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. So now, the title of the day lesson once again is the game is almost over. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. I like to say, Shalom.